Good morning and welcome to our Google Plus Hangout. Today we are hanging out with the stars from Nightguard, which is on FOX Crime every single Tuesday. Guys, welcome to our Google Hangout. It's good to see you and have you in our little studio.
Thank you.
Are you well?
Great to be hanging out with you.
Okay, so the show is on air. It's been very well received on television. Did you expect it? I suppose that's where we start off. Did you expect it to be as big as it's become?
We actually never knew how it was going to grow. And I mean, the ratings and with people actually watching it was quite a surprise.
Yeah, very surprised, very pleasantly surprised that so many people tuned in and so many people are enjoying it. We never knew that it could actually be this big, and we are really happy with the fan base.
I'd like to find out how this idea came about, because obviously it's, you know, crime is a big issue in South Africa, as we all know. But how did this move from being in the security business to television stars happen?
I think, well, first of all, we were doing protection for a certain filming company and helping them with their security. And one day, one of the owners said to us, like, "But why don't we do a reality show on you guys? I mean, it's an interesting dynamic. Three brothers, family business, and you risking your lives every day." I mean, people.
No.
We thought we were pretty dull. So apparently not.
Apparently good enough for TV.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, cool. I want to introduce you to Tharosha, who is one of our DSTV web editors. Tharosha, you there?
Hi guys, thanks for joining us today.
Tharosha, are you there with us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, thank you.
Okay, fire
Hi,
away.
thanks for joining us.
We can hear you.
Okay, so we love the show because it has a light-hearted family aspect to it. Is it ever a fear of yours that you know, your family might be targeted for revenge?
You know, we are big supporters of various community projects and that, and we always in the limelight, irrespective of the TV show. So I think lots of people know us already, and a lot of the criminals know us, and a lot of people know us. So I don't think it will affect us. And you know, you're not going to get close to our families anyway because our security is really tight.
Yeah, we're well protected.
Yeah, so it's we're not too concerned about that, but obviously we are cautious.
Okay, Nikita, are you there with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Do you want to go?
Okay, perfect. Hi, guys. So I've got a few questions from the fans. And first off, we have Lynn Marie Montague. And what she wanted to know was, what is the most frightening experiences that you have had so far?
Well, what we can say about that is there have been a few, and just keep watching.
Yeah, I have to stay tuned.
We don't want to give too much away, so have a look, and pretty much what the most frightening experience, you'll see it.
Cool. Tharosha?
Okay. So what's it like having to face dangerous situations on a regular basis, especially since we watched the episode where you guys went into the township? What was that like?
It's always scary when you're going into the township because you don't know what to expect. Because there's just so many different people. There's so many people actually looking at hundreds and hundreds of people that can just pop out. So, but it's nice having me and my brothers, and especially Trevor and Klaus. So we know each other's back. We know how to handle the situation. So we actually got used to it, but it's a different experience every time.
It's very volatile. All the little nooks and crannies. You don't know who's waiting around the next corner with a knife or a gun. So it is nerve-wracking. It's a very volatile situation, but we prepared for it. But I wouldn't suggest it for people that are not prepared for those situations. Most of the people in the township are just citizens like us, but hiding amongst them are the criminals, and it is very dangerous.
Okay. I've got a question from Shadzi. Forgive me if I pronounced the name incorrectly. She says, the show is an inspiration. There are people to protect our communities. Would Nightguard consider moving or opening other branches in Cape Town, Pretoria, Durban, or Africa?
Absolutely. It is definitely on the cards, but we do it cautiously. We don't want to detract from what we've achieved here, but in the future and with careful planning, this is definitely on the cards.
Nikita, let's go back to you.
Okay, you mentioned the dangerous situations that you find yourselves in. So besides doing, let's say, first aid course, form of training that do you have in your background?
Well, most of it is experience, but we are all security qualified, and we've done all the training courses through the different security agencies. We do a lot of self-defense training. We do a lot of firearm training. Basically,
We have to constantly keep fit. Gym,
keep
running.
fit, train. We're at the shooting range once a week, once every 2 weeks. We at the gym, the MMA mixed martial arts gym, once a week with our response team. So yeah, a lot of training does go into it.
Horatia?
Okay, spoiler alert to our viewers. This week we saw 19 suspects apprehended. Could you tell us a bit about that and how it all ended for the suspects?
Basically, what it is, it's an operation that we do with the police for illegal immigrants. It's suspect. It's people that are in the country illegal.
But amongst them, we had there was some guys planning a little, let's call it a hit, or amongst those guys. But once you get them back to the station, you process them, and if everything checks out and they're not a criminal, unfortunately they'll have to be deported if they are in the country illegally. And it's just one of those things. We have to keep that up.
Another question from Shadzi. August is Women's Month. Do you have female night guards?
We do. We've got quite a few. But it's quite hard to take them on raids and that, but we do often. Yeah, when they got their combat gear, they come in and get involved.
Yeah,
we try to keep them out of the sticky situations.
Yeah, we don't want to put them in the line of fire, but there are some ladies out there that I wouldn't mess with, especially some of the DSTV girls shooting the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say Peter and Thoreau both are very strong as well. So we tend to do some raids.
I know the DSTV crowd went shooting with us, and first time they ever shot a gun, and they were targets.
The ladies did well. Six outshot the guys.
Yeah, so.
Okay, nice. Nikita, another question from you.
Okay, well, this is another clue, the shooting range. Have you ever had to obviously shoot or even wound a suspect during your work?
Yeah, look, we have used our weapons, and look, we've used our weapons. Let's just put it that way. And it's very rare that you're going to be shooting someone unless, of course, they're shooting at you first.
Yeah,
so,
to laugh at risk.
Yeah, we don't shoot a guy running down the street with a computer. We try to catch him.
No, definitely.
So, but it does happen, but it's very rare.
Rasha?
So many people hold a negative perception of the SAPS, and we've seen Night Guard work pretty closely with the police services. Tell us how that relationship is working out and the benefits it has.
The SAPS are doing the best they can with the limited resources, but we've just had nothing but good experiences with the SAPs. Always very supportive. I'm getting like 5-minute response times. My control room calls the SAPs. They're there. They're doing what they need to do. I've just had nothing but positive response times from them. And really, the cops that I work with,
no, they're brilliant.
Such a pleasure.
Nice. Does carrying pepper spray actually help me?
It does help you, especially for women and well for guys also. As long as they get the not the string one, they need to get the cloud one, and you need to actually spray it into a person's into the eyes. So go straight for the top. Don't just spray it in there and actually.
Yeah, it's not going to help you if a guy's running at you with a knife and then you pepper spray him. Rather run away. But
yeah,
the point of the pepper spray is to incapacitate the person by making them blind. If they can't see you, they can't hurt you. So it's the way you use it.
Okay. In a high-speed hot pursuit, would you prefer a BMW, Mercedes-Benz, or a Polo?
We were discussing.
What type of engines they got?
Yeah, we would like to. If it's, I'd rather have a Polo GTI than a BMW 116, but I'd rather have an M4, than a Polo. So yeah, either of those three cars is great. It just depends what you got under the hood.
Okay, and lastly, when are you going to have an autograph signing session? I would love a photo with all of you. That's from Shads.
We'll have to look at it. We have to arrange it. We haven't set up anything yet. But sure, we're open for that.
We'll let you guys know, and yeah, we'll arrange it. We'd love to have a photograph with you.
Okay, perfect. Let's go back to Nikita.
Okay, so your work, obviously, it's a very dangerous job, and we understand that you do a lot of undercover work to flush out illegal activities. So being on television and makes you recognizable, do you feel that this might actually affect your undercover work?
Clearly it will. Clearly it will. So that's why we've got a really huge team. So there's plenty of fresh faces to gain undercover. And we'll be waiting right behind with our tactical team in our backup vehicles. So,
Teresa?
Okay. So the show is very informative because it brings to light the various criminal activities going on in the areas we either live in or frequent, making people aware of what to look out for in their surroundings. What else does the show hope to achieve?
I think that's the main objective, is to inform South Africans of the dangers, the modus operandis that the criminals are using, the scams, what to look out for. I think a lot of people are living with blinkers on and are totally unaware of what's happening around them. So I think an informed person is going to be a safer person.
Got a question from Bianca Hope Roberts. This one is for JP. I would like to know what kind of motivation does JP give his workers, knowing that they will go into the line of fire, so to speak, and you never know what they might face.
I don't really, I don't really have to motivate these guys. They're all adrenaline junkies, but I think the best thing is our brotherhood. The office, we're a bunch of naughty guys, always playing pranks on each other, and I think that camaraderie and that brotherhood gives us that motivation, because when you're out there, you're not looking after yourself, you're looking after your 5 other brothers. So,
speaking of your brothers or your colleagues, I'd like to introduce Klaus and Trevor as well, because they're hanging out with us. Do you want to come and hang with us, guys?
Sure.
I think there might be some questions from Therosha and Nikita. Will keep us quite tight here, so you can see them there. Okay. There's Trevor. A lot of people have been asking for Trevor and his guns. Okay, Therosha, you got another question for the guys?
Okay, this one is for Klaus. What was going through your mind when JP played the firecracker prank on you when you were on the phone? Because you were like numb. It was absolutely no emotion from you.
Well, basically, I'm actually quite a level-headed guy, and when I concentrate on something, I kind of zone into it. So when the firecrackers kind of went off to the side, I heard them going off, but I was more concerned about the client on the other side, which turned out to be Mully. So, so I didn't really react to the crackers. But yeah, it's you get used to sometimes. I've done a lot of different things in my life, so you get used to that kind of loud situations or difficult situations, and you kind of zone into what you need to do.
Zone in or zone out?
Zone out from everything else.
So you can see there's a lot of camaraderie between you guys. Okay, very cool. This one is for Trevor. Is Trevor the cowboy on Twitter? Hashtag the cowboy.
No, unfortunately not. I started my Twitter account before I actually got the name The Cowboy. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Trevor_Hepburn, my surname.
Yeah, cool. Nikita, another question from you?
Okay, so speaking about Twitter, how do you keep the communication open between yourselves and your fan base, which is growing rapidly?
Well, here we are today. This is a clear example of what we are trying to incorporate, what we're trying to get the clients to join us in hangouts like this, and we're going to be doing a lot more of this kind of stuff in the future. So yeah, keep watching, guys. We'll do a lot more of these.
Just another question for Klaus. A question says, how do you stay so calm when everything is quite crazy and it seems like you keep your cool?
Well,
even if there's firecrackers going on.
I suppose it's a combination of being level-headed and not listening to my mother for many years. No, it's basically, you know, I've done a lot of kind of extreme sports, kind of sailing, diving, and that kind of stuff. And when you allow your emotions to become too much involved, and you land up and you're in a situation like a storm where you need to be doing things, you know, you kind of land up hiding away instead of doing what you need to do to survive. So I've got kind of the ability to really push the emotion aside and just concentrate on the situation.
Cool. Theresa, another question for you.
How do you guys strike a balance between the stresses of work and family life?
Well, we don't let work come into our family life. That's one rule that we do. When we're out with family, we try to keep it to family with the families and that. When you bring it home like that, you're constantly working, and it's an unhappy home. So we always keep it straight after work. The brothers go out with the families. Often we all have lunches, dinners together, keep the family together, and try to keep business separate from it quite a bit.
Okay.
Gita?
So it is, you know, you talk about family, and it is a family business. Will you train any of your children to follow in your footsteps, or would you rather have them choose maybe a safer occupation to say?
This business is not about training. This is in your blood, and as much as I'm going to try to keep my kids out of it, I can already see the fire within them. So I don't think I'm going to have a say in the matter.
Okay, Theresa?
What kind of public response has the show received?
Oh, it's been great. The people are so happy that there's actually a team of people out there cleaning up the streets, and we go out to a restaurant or to the local pub, and there's always somebody saying, "Hey guys, great job, well done," and really great to get a pat on the back like that, if I can put it that way.
No, but it is a huge response. I mean, I even went out the other day to, like, I think it was something at the Sundome.
Yeah.
People just come out of the blue and actually shake in and say, "You guys are doing like a really great job."
Yeah,
We
makes
appreciate
us
the work we're doing.
makes us feel
It actually
great.
makes you want to get out there and do
Yeah,
more.
makes us want to be out on the streets more often.
Yeah.
God, more.
And it's nice that it's the TV show has done that for your business and for what you are actually trying to achieve. So
Absolutely,
big thanks to you guys.
absolutely. Yeah, it's just been fantastic.
Okay, another question from Bianca. I would like to know, does the team ever feel sorry for some of the suspects and let them go?
We're not in the habit of letting criminals go. However, there are certain, let's call them certain circumstances where, a person has done something that's like a slap on the wrist offense. Yeah, and you do feel sorry for the person. But I think the important thing is that the person must also learn from his experience and not say, "Wow, I just got away with it." Something a little bit bigger. So, it's very touchy, but we'll just get Klaus to deal with him because he can set his emotions aside.
Gets out of the zone.
Okay, cool. Theresa, one more question from you before we wrap it up.
Okay, I have two questions. I'll be quick. Just on that, do you feel a sense of responsibility on educating these people?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, we forever sitting these guys down. We catch somebody doing something, we're forever sitting them down and playing daddy and giving them a big lecture and like trying to tell them, you know, like, dude, what the hell's up with you guys? Do you really want to live your life like it? And we find ourselves doing it often. And you're correct. It's actually just it's a matter of education. Some people are doing these things just purely because they don't know any difference.
So they don't know what the consequences will be.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah, that. So yeah, we do find ourselves like trying to help people and trying to get them to follow the straight path.
Okay. Any other questions, Roger?
Will there be a season 2?
Yes, I think we will.
I really loved doing this, and I would really like to do a season 2. And yeah, we definitely. I think we're all on the same page. Plus, what do your emotions tell you? Yeah. Cowboy.
Season 2. Fire away for season 2.
Okay, thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Another question, just quickly before we wrap it up. Does the boss have a blog, or if not, he should?
Thank you very much. I would seriously consider that. I didn't think that the things I say are actually make sense a lot of the time, but I'll definitely do that.
Cool. So there you go. Those are the questions from the fans. Nikita, do you have one more question?
I just think, well, firstly, we have last question from Lynn, and she just says, thank you for you guys for continuing the fight that her father tried to do during his career. So I think it's really nice to get great feedback from the fans, and that, you know, the fight against crime isn't a lost cause.
Great, thank you. Big pick up to all the men and women out there in the police services and the security firms. Putting their lives on the line every day for your safety. So next time you see a policeman walking in the mall or a security guard, be nice to them.
Yeah, greet them. So
they put their lives on the line for you. So yeah, big pick up to all those people.
Cool. Any other closing words from you guys? By the way, Klaus?
You guys, thanks for the support.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Cool. And don't
Call me
forget
for sales.
don't forget to watch Nightguard on Fox Crime every Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.